I'd like to tell you a little bit about the tools of cro-tatting. There's not a lot on the internet about it. People used to think tatting was obscure, but there is lots about tatting. But cro-tatting, I don't think it took off because there just wasn't enough information out there. First of all, I'm going to talk about hooks. These are the largest hooks by Annie's Attic. They're called Cro-Tat Master. And you use them with like yarn. When I was first beginning, I used the smaller one. And I made this coaster like just to practice. And I crocheted most of it and did rings around the outside. This is Peaches and Cream. It's just called cotton. You can use peaches or cream and sugar or cream. Sugar and cream. But it was not really what I was wanting to do. I wanted to do something thread. I'm a thread person mostly. Then I used their the one that came in the kit, and I made this. This was actually the first thing I did. This is came with America's Best crochet thread, but it was America's worst. It's very tight. There's no slip to it. I cried just about trying to get the hook through the stitches, and I just didn't understand how the people in the videos, the couple that's out there, was doing it. And I suddenly noticed, I was watching the foreign one, and how shiny her thread was, and I'm going, oh my God, it was a light bulb moment. You need shiny thread because it makes it slippery so your hook doesn't stick on every one of these dry, brittle stitches. So Aunt Lydia, don't use that, because I tried Aunt Lydia, and I did these two and almost had a nervous breakdown because it was really difficult. So then I thought, what else do I have that's slippery thread? And I realized that I had bought a bunch of this when it was on sale. It's Pearl Cotton 5 DMC. And if you buy it in a ball, it's the same stuff, but now it becomes called Petra 5. It's cotton, and you see the shine? It's slippery. This will go through your hook without catching. And this is what I like to use with the Annie size hooks. The patterns call for number 10, but I like the number 5 with Annie's hooks because it makes a closed ring. Here's one of the rings right now. You can see the stitches are pretty nice on this with the DMC and the Annie's Attic DMC 5. So then I ordered this from you can get these from Walmart usually. Go online Walmart and search for Lacis, Lacis, and I got this 1mm. It's a tiny little hook. See, the Annie's Attic is more like a 6 or a 7, which is okay for crochet and doilies with number 10 thread, but pulling it through the loop, the stitches doesn't work. They don't close enough. So this number 1 with this tiny little hook down here, and watch out for this. This is wider. You don't use this. You only use this part. So your stitches are small. The hook is very tiny, and it pulls through great with number 10 thread. Here's some, this is Artiste thread from Hobby Lobby number 10. And see, I made the first two with the Annie's Attic hook. And they look alright. They're not bad at all, really. But when I used the Prym hook, look at that. It's like regular tatting. And I'm a shuttle tatter, so I know what I'm talking about. Then I have this Lizbeth thread. Lizbeth has a little shine to it, so it will work. This is size 20. Most of my thread in Lizbeth is 20 or 40. And it did work. And the chain's a little different looking here because it's a different effect that you make a little ruffle-like chain. But I was happy with that. And I used this Artiste thread in number 10. Hobby Lobby Artiste thread again. And they have, all their thread is very silky, shiny, and slippery, and a million colors, and they do make acrylic also, so be sure you get the Artiste cotton thread. Be sure you get the Egyptian cotton thread by Artiste Hobby Lobby in number 10 size. I've heard they have an 8. I've never seen it, so I don't know. But you can see this was done with the Prym 1mm hook and the Hobby Lobby Artiste cotton, and it's an excellent looking ring right there. Show you some other things I did. I made this out of actually DMC Petra 3. It hasn't been stiffened. Needs work. Needs to be stiffened. It's floppy. I made these. This is Artiste 10 with the 1mm hook. This other one used the Anisatic, but this uses the 1mm. That's pretty good. It's not stiffened either. Look at those rings. They're nice rings. This I actually used, I had some of this Thread Art Pearl Cotton 8. It's a little flimsy, but it was okay. You could not regular tat with this because you would pull it apart. It's only 2-ply and very soft, but this kind of tatting, you can do it. I made this. This is a pattern from Rainbow Valley Crochet. It had like 10 ornaments. This is the stocking I made with the Petra number 5. And I made her angel. And I made the star twice. This is my first one. I put Stiff and Quick on it, and it kind of turned out a creamy color. I wasn't expecting that. Looks like it's getting yellower too. So I'm not going to recommend that stuff. I put shook some opalescent glitter on it, but this seems to be getting darker yellow, so I'm a little worried about what will happen over time with that. I won't use that again. This one, when I got my new Annie's hook that comes in the books these days, it comes with red picot gauges on it, and they made my stitches. There might be one, I don't know if you can see it, still left. It made my stitches stick, so I got some extremely fine sandpaper and just gave it a couple of swipes and took them off there. But if you do that, be sure and wet a paper towel and wipe it and then dry it, because I didn't, and I got some of that powder on my snowflake, and it made it have pink areas. This I put, it's really nice and stiff, and I used clear fingernail polish that has opalescent glitter in it on both sides. I really liked that. This is, this one is the Bernat Handicrafter number 5, which I found at Walmart. It's a fuzzy acrylic, but it's slippery, and it's okay to learn with it. You won't make a doily with this, but it's fine for, I like these snowflakes. I think they look good in it. But for a doily, I would use the Hobby Lobby 10 Artiste. So, with the Bernat, I did use the Bernat Annie's Attic hook. So I just wanted to cover a few things so you could see, what was out there, and try to figure out the main thing you're looking for is you're looking for slippery thread. It'll have a shine to it. If it doesn't do that, you're going to get frustrated and say, oh, I can't Cro-Tat. You can't if you use the wrong thread. But if you can get to a Hobby Lobby, if you can order one of these Prym number 1 hooks, but for now, to begin with, if you have one of these Annie Attic ones, Walmart, you can get this Handicrafter. You should be able to get DMC Pearl Cotton in 5. Fine if you can get it, but it's a little hard to come by. So I hope you can get some practice in and learn how to do this. I'm going to do another video about actually doing it. I just wanted to separate this from that so you don't have to watch this over and over. Alright, see you in the next video. Thanks.